Hello world, Rich Fortney here, Quest to Get on the Alone Show. Hey, if you like this video, subscribe and like. I appreciate it. Hey, today's a special episode of the shelter build. I want to close it out, but I need some help. So I thought, who better to call than my oldest grandson? He did two tours over in Korea, and he's here on vacation. He's going to help me out and do some bushcrafting with me. We're going to knock out this fireplace together. So stay tuned. You're going to see us. We're going to explain how we're making the cob and all that good stuff, where we're getting the material from, and then I'll put it on the time warp so y'all can see it being built. But stay tuned. You're going to see some cool stuff. So there you have it. All right, world. I remember in the first video I showed you that creek. Well, it's been super hot. I mean, really hot. We finally got some rain, so we're over here, as you can see, around where the creek was coming through, and Caleb's going to show you how we make cob. And as you can see, there's sand already here. That's that grass that we picked from before, but we're using natural stick from that log pile that I'd seen when I first came up here. So Caleb, you want to go ahead and show them how we're going to make this cob? He's first going to pick up some mud. He's going to be digging. And it's a slow, long process, but it's really quite simple. What you're going to do is you're going to mix the mud, the straw or grass, dried grass, and a little bit of sand. And you just mix it all up to make your cement. Really pretty simple. And a lot of people will do it with their feet and mix it up, but as you can see, this little area over here is pretty wet. So, and that's what you want. So now we're going to go ahead and grab some sand. I'm going to go ahead and hand you the sand. You go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. It's got a little bit of rock in it, which is good. A little rigidity. Now if you want to go ahead and mix a little bit of the ends, like I said, it's a real long process, but it just takes time. Here we go. Here, I'll tell you what, I'll chop some up with my hatch, or my hatchet.
Missing that loose feathery ends would be good.
Yeah, I'll get it right here. That should be enough for that little mixture. Go ahead and mix that up with the mud. Notice how he's mixing all of it together. And then he'll just make little patties out of it, and we'll carry those over to the fireplace and just start building, slowly building. And we'll put all that stuff on time warp. So, well, there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and stop filming and helping him out. Let's go ahead and show you the patty.
A little briquette.
Yeah, there we go. And if you need more water, you just add water. It's that simple. So stay tuned. We'll get to the time warp and stuff here shortly. All right, right now we have a lot of base rock on it. I'll show you it. And what we'll do is we're going to put a bunch of mud all the way on the floor to show you. Mud all through here. The reason these logs are here, this one and this one, that's where the air is going to go. I just wanted to put it there for so I could somewhat design it a little bit. So next you'll see I was putting the base mud, and then I'll put it on time warp. So stay tuned. All right, well, we're going to give you a quick status update. Caleb's been bringing me a ton of mud, as you can see right here. I'm trying not to get the camera muddy, but if you can see, I'm going to be chinking over here. I'm gonna turn my light on, so give me a minute. Okay. Let's see what I'm doing here. I'm chinking all this wood that's here. I want a good coat of mud on it, on this wall. But this is our base layer, and as you can see, it's coming along. Right there where Caleb's at, that's where we're gonna build like an air. You want to put that log there? We're gonna build some stones over top of that. You want to grab one of them flat ones and show them?
Like that?
Yep. So that way we've always got air coming in through to where it'll feed the fire. You know, oxygen. Needs oxygen. But back to the chinking on the inside, that'll seal this up. And as you can see, it's going to slowly get chinked all the way around. We're going to build a top to this. We're going to try to let this dry a little bit. So more to follow. So quick status update. Okay, just so y'all see what we're doing here. Notice there's air all the way that way, all the way out. So go ahead and pull it out. That way the fire always has oxygen going to it. So from in to out. And then we're going to build up from there. So stay tuned. Hey, hello world. I'm going to give you a quick safety tip. As you can see, I'm building a fireplace. Pretty muddy. Well, had this little cut on me, and it just got bad. So to save it from getting any worse, because I don't have no band-aids out here, safety tip, take band-aids with you in the woods. But on a serious note, what I did a long time ago when I first chose this spot, I made a little scar on this pine tree. It's a eastern white pine. But you see this sap right here? It's got antiseptic in it. It will help with cuts and such. So let me go ahead and, it's kind of hard with with me just holding this camera, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the cut itself. So let me go ahead and show you that. Basically, I'm just coating it. What it does, it puts a nice coating, and I'll do that real quick and get back at it. So give me 1 second. Notice I use a nice stick to put it on. It's cleaner than my finger, but if you can tell, I put a nice coating on that. So now that's going to keep it from getting infected. Now once I get back down to the base camp, I'll clean it up and get it looking good, but for temporary purposes, that'll do it. So there you go, Rich's safety tip. Take band-aids in the woods and use a white pine sap if you do get cut, if you don't have a band-aid. Okay world, I'm gonna give you a quick status update. We have moved, I don't know how many times, rocks and mud. As you can see in here, we got all kinds of rocks still, but I think you're starting to get the drift of what the fireplace is going to be. So did a little bit of a time warp for y'all, but we're going to close this one out. I just wanted to show you this status update real quick. It's coming along. We should have her knocked out tomorrow, so stay tuned. All right, hello world. Hey, we're going to close this out. We probably did about 100 trips getting mud, rock, and mixed in it. You only saw a little bit of it, so we're pretty wiped out for today. If it wasn't for his help, I would be nowhere near where I'm at. So I'm gonna count today as a 2-dayer. So this is day 10 and 11. So tomorrow we're gonna do days 12 and 13, and hopefully we'll be done with it. So if I don't take him off this hill and get him something to eat, his grandma's gonna tear my hide up. So, so with that being said, you all stay tuned. We'll start filming again tomorrow morning. Thank you for watching. Hello world, Rich Fortney here. Hey, we're on day 2 of me and Caleb's build. We started a fire so we could try to get the airflow, seeing how the airflow is working on it. So I'll pull you in there and show you it, but a little bit of a chill this morning. It's got a lot of heat inside it, so the fire will work good, meaning we're only going to need a small fire to keep it going.
A little big, what we got now?
I put a real big one in it, but as you can see, that's where the chimney is going to go. But the heat from it is extreme. So
I mean, it's real big here too.
yeah, I know. So we'll have to coat all this wood really good. And get this back area sealed up. You can see where the flames are coming up out of the rock. That's where the chimney is going to be. So I just wanted to get that in there and test the airflow as far as the smoke and stuff. So there you have it. Stay tuned. We'll do step by step and show you once we get the chimney built. Okay, hey world, we're just going to show you another progress update. What we're doing here is we're going to build basically a wall of rock, bringing it up to about right here. Once we're done right to there, that'll be the chimney, and then all the smoke should be falling out of it. So there you have it. We'll keep giving you updates as we go through. So stay tuned. All right world, status update. Hey, we went and found a little caved in area where some rocks were caving in, and there was some slate. So we're going to be using it as well to seal off the fireplace. As you can see, we're slowly getting her. So just a quick status update. Show you what the wall is going to look like on the inside and the outside so far. As you can see, we're going to chink all this up, mud it all up from the top down, chink in all this, and we'll reinforce it with some more rocks. As you can see here, that'll all get chinked with mud, and I'll show you what the outside looks like here in just a second. Okay, as you can see, here's what the outside looks like. We ain't done chinking, we will. We're getting mud, but here's the hole. So it's coming along. So stay tuned. We'll have another status update here shortly. I'll show you what the outside's gonna look like. Basically, I haven't mudded it yet, but as you can see, that's gonna be the chimney, outside of the chimney. We're slowly getting it chinked. We'll have it all chinked up, and I'll show you what the inside looks like. Give me a minute. Okay, here's what the inside looks like so far. I'll shine my light on it because it's, as you can see, it's kind of dark. It's got a chink over here in the corner, and a chink up in here. We're almost there. I'll go ahead and get the fireplace going here shortly. That'll help dry it out. So, and then the next video will be the final version, and we'll close it out. So stay tuned. All right world, well, we're done. As you can see, the vent is working really good. I'm gonna go around to the outside and show you. Caleb got a good fire going, so I can't wait to test it during the winter to see how it's going to go. But as you can see, we've pretty much got it all chinked in. I wanted to leave this top a little bit open because of, in case there is smoke that's inside here, it'll help vent it. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop and show you the outside, and then we're done with the chimney and the fireplace. Could not have done it without Caleb, so woohoo. All right buddy, I'm gonna go film out there. Okay, as you can see, here is the outside. I guess you got a lot of flames going, don't you?
Not really. That's the same as it was.
Okay, because there's smoke coming out, but All right, world, here's what the outside looks like. Chimney. Chinked all this with mud, and I'll just check it regularly, especially this winter. But all this mud's got to dry. So what I plan on doing is putting some beams over top of this just to help it. So there you have it. Decided to put a little fire pit out here with the leftover mud that we had. We put it down on the ground. And there she be. Looking good. All right, world. Hey, we had some technical difficulties with the camera, but for our closeout, I just wanted to say that we probably did a 5 days worth of work in 2 days. Wouldn't have been able to do it without his help. And thank you very much for that, Caleb. Well, we hope you enjoyed the shelter build, and hit me with a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. And with that being said, arrivederci.